Before you press off this DBZx Productions video, that's right, this is not games, this is productions. Just know that this background game we're playing is for footage. By the way, my buddy David's here helping us with the update video. How you doing, David?
I'm alright. I'm hungry.
We're going to record Academy Life after this. Also, just to make things worse
Yeah.
for David, I am eating right now during this update video, so. Anyway, so I think the best thing to start this video with is my 11th point. We're gonna do that first. Where the fuck have I been? X and DBZx, you've been gone for an eternity. Where have you been? I need my
I'm locked in
what-ifs.
the basement.
You like my shitty videos for some reason. You need them. Well, let me tell you guys. I've been sick for the most part. And, David here, he can concur. We've been very, very sick.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was also sick.
So, at first, I had to go out of state. And, I got a cold, which was clogging up my throat. But then, after that, I got a really, really bad one-day stomach bug, where I was throwing up like everything. Like it was pretty bad, let me tell you. And then after that, I had to take time to recover because my body was fucked. And then after that, I just wanted to take a break because basically my whole Christmas was stressful. Anyway, jokes aside, yeah, I've just been sick a lot. And I was actually going to have a what if done last Friday for you guys. But I got busy. So that didn't happen. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, so we can move on to the rest. So this what if is going to be a little bit bigger than most what ifs. Because, oh hey, there's David. It's going to be a little bit bigger than most what ifs. Because I actually have a lot of bulletin points. We're going to be going over more than just the series that I'm currently doing. We're going to be going over basically every series I've ever done. More or less. There are some, like a Pokemon Neptune version, that don't need to be spoken of, despite how much she wants me to continue, probably. Or, what if Yoshino was in My Hero Academia and had the Venom symbiote? Another what if Neptune wanted me to do. I don't think anyone really wants me to talk about that one. What do you think, David? Do you want me to do a what if about a Data Live character with the Venom symbiote in My Hero Academia?
I mean, you know how I feel about My Hero, at least the early seasons.
Has potential, kind of falls flat.
It has potential, but it's also, it's My Hero.
One of those series, one of those series I think I could genuinely write a good story on, even though I don't like it.
Yeah.
Especially with my style of just, slapping OCs into something. So, speaking of OCs, we're going to talk about that soon. The first one, David, you like Ben 10. I've gotten you to watch the whole original series, minus a couple of movies we still need to watch.
Minus a movie, I believe.
Let's talk about what if Issei from High School DxD had the Omnitrix.
Yeah.
This is making you feel some type of way, isn't it? Very conflicting series right here. So this is a what if that I done twice, actually. First time, I only got 2 episodes out, but the reboot, oh boy, the reboot, kind of blew up, not gonna lie. Hell, I even did a fanfic version of it, even that kind of blew up, and I was like, the hell? Like, it's just, what is this power? People really want to see what happens if Issei, the perverted king, had the fucking Omnitrix. Like the original Compton Ash, even though I rebooted this series, I am not happy with it. And it all came down to power scaling, really. And I think you can understand this, David.
Yeah.
Because you've seen, like, a shit ton of aliens. You know about Alien X. Power scaling in the Omnitrix is very wide. You have people like, you know, forearms who are really strong. They can probably chuck you 1,000 miles away or something. And then you have literal omnipotent beings who can change the art style.
Yep.
But then you also have Walkatrout, whose power is being slippery. He has no combat abilities whatsoever. So, like, doing this what if is really challenging. Right? And that was the problem. Where, in the reboot, I should say, the original series didn't get that far. I made it to the end of season 1.
Here are your rewards from this
But
battle.
I really didn't have a way to finish off the bad guy. Because the bad guy, at the end of DxD, is basically immortal. And Issei beat him in the original by basically doing a bunch of mental damage. And while there are aliens in Ben's Omnitrix, which are good for that, this was basically alien if you put the Alien Force Omnitrix on Issei.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't have the alien whose power is that they're so ugly that people, like, have a fucking heart attack. So I was thinking, you know, if I do a third reboot, I guess we can call this 2024 edition, that instead of giving him the Alien Force Omnitrix, I give him the completed one from Omniverse. And just like the show, I just roll the wheel every time he needs to transform and see what happens. I've done 2 different series on this. I've done what if the ultimate symbiote was in the future Trunks timeline.
Begin the mission.
And I did a couple episodes of what if Kid Goku had just normal Venom. Although it wasn't technically Venom, it was, like, you know, gotta get that copyright, clickbait title video. So, why did I stop doing this series, and why am I hesitant? 2 reasons. Light goal, as per normal. And the second reason is because of a little guy we like to call Smug Stick. Now, you know, David, he isn't, you know, he isn't too big into the what if community, so he doesn't know my opinion. But David, this guy Smug Stick, he made this what if, you know, a couple months after I did, you know, this series called what if Goku had the Venom symbiote? Yeah. So you can
Suspicious.
imagine that a YouTube channel with a couple, I think over 100,000 subscribers, how their video did in comparison to mine.
Yeah.
And so, basically, I'm worried
Your unit
that,
is being
and it's happened before, I've deleted their comments, but I've gotten comments before. People are gonna be like, oh man, you're ripping off Smug Stick's idea, even though he's also the guy who made the what if X character was trapped and betrayed in the time chamber. But here's the thing. I made it twice before him. So he ripped off me. Not that I care, like, you know, it's a what if idea, right? Like, I'm not actually mad. You know, I enjoy the series. But I'm just worried that, you know, if I do the series, you know, people are going to be accusing me of things that are just factually wrong. Dragon Ball DBZxVenom, definitely interesting, especially after the whole King in Black thing, where, you know, symbiotes started becoming fucking gods. Would like to do the what if, but you know, a little worried about the accusations. Like, I'm already trying to avoid the child support accusations. I mean, on to the next one. And I honestly think I should maybe save this one for last. But David, you know that this series is personally close to my heart. That's how much I work on it. Touhou X Dragon Ball Z. So this series was originally a YouTube series. Never really did well. But I really liked it because I love Touhou and I love Dragon Ball Z. So slapping them together just kind of makes sense. Oh, there goes my legs. They finally killed me. However, you know, when I was writing this, I was writing the original Combinatch. And anyone who knows, who was around when I was doing that, would know that I was fairly depressed, and the series actually wasn't helping. Actually, it was making it worse, because I was feeling extremely pressured to do the series, and I honestly didn't want to do. And we'll get to the remake of Common Dash, we'll talk about that soon, but I just really was not interested in making, Common Dash. And I wanted to work on this series, but I had to follow where the views were, because I wanted to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. And hey, we did do that. Plus a little bit more. Barely, but we did. And so, after that, I finished Scarlet Blood Sisters, which was like an audio novel for the series, on Wattpad, and I even started rewriting it. But the other day, I got a really nice comment. He commented on my DBZx Touhou series too, but basically explaining that, no one else on YouTube does this. So first of all, I take pride in that, because, let's be honest, I have quite a few series that no one else is going to do. Nowhere else are you going to find a series combining Gundam and FNAF. Only I'm crazy enough to do that. Which, by the way, we will talk about that as well. That is a series we will talk about in this video.
Oh, God.
And, I just really like this series. The problem is that I am writing the continuation of Scarlet Blooded Sister with the reboot in mind. So, for me to continue this series, I have to do a what if based on the reboot that I'm writing. Which, as you might imagine, because it's a story, like a fanfiction, and not a what if, that takes quite a while. It takes a good bit of time. I'm currently in the Yamcha arc, which I haven't touched because I don't like Dragon Ball. I'm gonna let you guys know right now. I want to be transparent with you. I think I want to change more into a channel about what I want to do, rather than where the views are. Because the reason I do it is because my like goal isn't very big. I have over 1,000 subscribers, and my like goal is 10.
Mm-hmm.
David, you know how much of a percentage of my viewers that is? Subscribers?
1.
That's less than 1%. That's right. Less than 1% of my viewers has to like the video for me to continue it for them. And you know what, David? I don't think that's very much of an ask.
No.
Not only does it motivate me, but it helps on the YouTube algorithm, which, I'm currently trying to get that watch time so I can get monetized. Maybe one of these days, my shitty videos can give me a job. I don't know why people watch my shitty videos, but I guess I'm just that good at storytelling. Slightly getting distracted. If you guys haven't noticed yet, this is not pre-recorded. We are, This is live
footage of me trying to hit his ass and failing horribly.
Yep. So, next series, and David, you're a part of this series. This is one personal for you. What if I was in Pokemon? And that's right. And I didn't forget about this series, guys. I promise. So this series, why I stopped, quite simple. I got bored. I have enough likes to continue, but I'm honestly just bored. Like, I'm not... There's so much I could do with this series, especially since we're in the Sinnoh region. But I just don't want to, because I'm bored. And maybe it's because I don't like Sinnoh. A lot of people like this one, but this one's on me. This is my beat. Red Eyes Ash. If I remember correctly, I think you particularly like this one.
I did.
So, let's talk
I don't
about
remember
why...
much about it, 'cause it's been a minute.
Let's talk about why I didn't continue this series. And let me tell you, viewers, this is not your fault at all. It has nothing with me being depressed. This is completely me being an idiot. Okay? I fucked up. You see, I am a man who works himself to literal exhaustion. As in, I'm typing until the moment I have to get up, flop on my bed, and fall asleep. Because of this, sometimes I make very silly mistakes in my writing. Such as forgetting I've written a part, writing the next part, and uploading that part without uploading the previous part. You know, something silly like that. So, what happened was, I uploaded part 5, and people were very confused, because there seemed to be a gap in the timeline. I then realized, oh shit, I forgot to upload the actual part 5. This is part 6.
I'd like to point out I told you to go ahead and just upload it anyways, and just watch the confusion unfold.
I don't remember that part, so but you have it here, guys. Blame David. It's completely his fault. I have nothing to
No,
say.
I told you to go ahead and upload the actual part 5.
Lies and deception. It's fine, guys. This is like the U.S. government. We can just cover it up.
Only Siths deal in absolutes, Michael.
No, we're like the U.S. government.
Turn around.
Oh,
Behind you.
you're not.
I am.
You're not.
I can see you popping around the corner. I'm holding the heat rod. I know why you were running.
But, yeah, so. Red Eyes Ash. I do genuinely want to reboot it. It's not only that I like writing it, but people seem to really enjoy it. However, before I reboot it, I might just do a Blue Eyes version instead. Just so we have a little bit more originality. And then I might reboot it for Red Eyes. But, yeah,
Or
Red Eyes...
you upload both simultaneously and just watch chaos.
Bro, I got enough series as it is. Don't fucking tempt me. Roll that fucking dice, you son of a bitch. Next one up. Dragon Ball Z X Neptunia. And you would think, since I have one more part left to go, this would be the easiest to talk about. However, it's really not. So, the final part is soon. That's going to be my next upload on the channel, aside from this update video. Is the final part to Dragon Ball Z X Neptunia. However, then we run into a problem. Do I want to go into Super, GT, or neither?
GT.
So with GT, I don't think really anything will change. And it's the same with Super, if I'm being honest. However, there's one more thing. The majority of changes would happen in the Tournament of Power, and I am not rewatching the Tournament of Power. And going over every single thing that happened in every episode. Fuck that, G. I'm good. All you have to do is catch the damn train, CJ. Anyway, there's one more issue that comes with this series, David. And I think you'll agree with me with this one. My version of Dragon Ball Super is the manga. That's my Dragon Ball Super. Manga superiority. As someone who's read most of the manga, you can agree with me that the manga is just better.
I've read a good portion of the manga, and I do agree.
You've read all the Goku Black Arc, right?
Not that I can remember. It's been a minute.
Well,
plus I've only read I've read fractions of certain arcs.
Have you seen Vegeta?
Michael, it's been like a year and a half.
Sounds like a memory issue. Anyway.
My memory sucks, and you know this. Also, what the fuck are these memes?
I don't know. We were making fun of peg legs, and this man showed up.
I was making fun of this suit a couple days ago, and I hate it so much.
Anywho, gonna continue. If I did continue this into Super, I would be doing the manga version. I mean, the manga's ahead anyway, so why wouldn't I? But then the problem becomes that a lot of people don't like the manga. Because they can't
read the manga.
They're anime fans. They can't read.
They're Yu-Gi-Oh fans.
I'm an anime fan, a Dragon Ball fan, and a Yu-Gi-Oh player. I can't read. Like, I look at words and I get like a brain overload. Like, do you expect me to read? Me, a Yu-Gi-Oh player, Dragon Ball fan, and anime fan? Like, what do you think who do you think I am? I love how I got a bunch of stunning weapons too. They're pretty great. But yeah, so I'm gonna probably do a poll, maybe. But again, I don't know if I want to continue this. I mean, like, you know, it'd be cool, but I think even if I do continue this series, nothing's really going to change. Like, you know, let's go over a few things here. Got Battle of the Gods arc. Nothing changes. Resurrection F. You know, let's just say, you know, for example, right? Benefit of the doubt here. We say that the CPU go to Beerus' training, and their next transformation is as powerful as Super Saiyan Blue. What's going to change? The Universe 6v7 arc is going to be mostly the same. They're probably going to replace Majin Buu, because, spoiler alert, Majin Buu is not going to be a thing. You know, so spoiler for the next part. David's going to forget. You guys won't, though, so, you know, sucks to be you guys, I guess.
How dare you? Just release this after.
Well, I don't have it written yet. I haven't even started. I just know what's going to happen.
Maybe you should be more productive.
Well, you know, I have been productive, just not in the stream.
You know, that sounds like
we
a problem.
We kind of spent all weekend working on an upload that may or may not come to productions, aka the RP.
Yeah.
Anyway, continuing off of that,
Your unit is being
and, you know, finishing this off, Goku Black Arc, no one can join Goku and Vegeta Go in the future. Time Machine only fits 3 people. Then we get to the top, where it's the same as the anime, but easier. Because the only problem... No, it's not even a problem. Because the androids are still alive, and we just replace the humans with CPU. So it's literally just the tournament power, but easier. Like, man, look at all these changes I've made.
Yeah.
I didn't know I could fire those missiles while boosting. The suit has so much stun. Holy shit. It's kind of disgusting.
Yep. There's a reason people play the Rikoku. The Rikoku.
I didn't fucking know, but now I do. So, yeah, you know, there's Dragon Ball Z X Neptunia. I may continue. Definitely finishing Dragon Ball Z. Don't know about Super or GT.